Horses have been domesticated and crossbred for more than thousands of years. Most large horses are draft animals, meaning that they're bred to pull heavy equipment. The Belgian draft horse is the strongest horse breed in the world, frequently winning worldwide pulling competitions. Stay with us till the end as we show Belgian draft horse, as well as some of the most powerful horse breeds in the world. Percheron. This is one massive animal. It originates from France, particularly the Huisine River Valley. This region was once known as Perche, thus the name Percheron. Percherons vary in size. They can be anywhere from 15 to 19 hands high. Unlike other draft horses, this breed has distinct characteristics of Arabian and Oriental horses. Because of this influence, this horse has a lighter neck than some other breeds. However, it is still perfectly capable of pulling heavy loads. Back in the 19th century, this was a famous coach horse. Today, since coaches are hardly used, they are more utilized in horse shows, parades, and riding. They are still able to perform forestry and farm work as necessary. Unlike most draft horses, these also make good riding horses. Carolina Marsh Tucky. This is one of the most useful horse breeds when it comes to living a long season of winter. They are easy to keep and can survive tougher conditions than any other horse. They are the real survivors with larger feet and a gracious head. You can use them for any purpose, from plowing to riding and racing. There are many horse movies that feature this amazing breed. Gypsy Vanner Horse. This animal has become popular throughout the world. It's beautiful, has excellent size and shape, working capability, and is passionate towards people. Gypsy Vanners are relatively small horses, standing between 13 and 16 hands high. While they may be shorter than your typical draft, they are broadly built and are easily capable of pulling carriages and caravans, while also serving as riding horses that can support heavier riders. Their body weight ranges from 500 to 650 kilos. Gypsy is popular in many countries for its unique characteristics, energy, strong muscular body, excellent color combination, feathered legs, strong neck, intelligence, excellent ears, bright eyes, and well-developed shoulders. Australian Draft Horse. This horse breed is a giant conglomeration of other horse species on the list: the Clydesdales, Percherons, Shires, and Suffolk Punches. It is famous throughout Australia, where it is the dominant draft breed. Many are wild, so their exact number is not known. The horse is relatively large, though it is smaller than many of its ancestors. It can stand between 16.2 and 17.2 hands high and weighs between 1,300 and 1,900 pounds. Despite their relatively smaller size, they are just as strong as some of the other horses on this list. They are also very gentle and docile, which makes them easy to work with. Many people say they are a joy to own. Shire Horse. The Shire horse is easily one of the largest in the world. They dwarf other horses, ranging from 17 to 19 hands tall and can weigh up to 2,400 pounds. They were selectively bred to be large for farm and industrial work. In the past, this breed towed barges, pulled carts, and handled heavy plows. They are now used for both farm and industrial work. Their numbers have slowly dwindled, and they are considered endangered. Multiple groups are looking to revive this breed. This beauty is worth preserving. What do you think? Drop us a comment down below. Suffolk Punt. This horse breed is quite old and relatively tall. They are some of the tallest horses in Britain, standing between 16.1 and 17.2 hands high. They weigh around 2,000 pounds, though bigger horses are possible. These are still popular today for forestry and farm work. They also feature a lot in the advertising industry, thanks to their striking features. They date back to 1586 and have changed little since. The Suffolk Punch is one of the rarer horse breeds on this list. This breed has reached a genetic bottleneck, and there are very few of them left in Britain. In America, the Suffolk Punch is more present. Crossbreeding it with Belgian drafts is allowed in the United States, while the British still prohibit it. Dutch Draft. This breed is quite heavy-set. It became popular in Zeeland and Groningen, mostly for farm work and other heavy pulling jobs. This is likely one of the strongest horse breeds. They often compete in horse-drawn plowing events, when they frequently win. Despite this, they are much smaller than some of the other draft horses. Mares are usually around 15 hands high, while stallions are 17 hands high. Still, they are much larger than most other breeds out there. Lithuanian Heavy Draft. This draft horse was created during the 19th and 20th centuries. As the name suggests, they were developed in Lithuania, where you will still mostly find them today. They are used more for heavy draft work, would probably guess. However, they are sometimes used for meat production as well. Currently, the breed is near extinction. There were only 1,000 horses left less than 20 years ago. The Lithuanian heavy draft usually stands at 15 to 16 hands high. It's not as large as some other breeds on this list, it is still decently powerful. This beautiful horse comes in various colors as well, including bay, chestnut, gray, and roan. They have strong, solid legs and are quite muscular. Clydesdale. They are somewhere between 16 and 18 hands high and weigh between 1,800 and 2,000 pounds. They can be larger though. King Laguerre is perhaps the biggest Clydesdale around, standing at 20.5 hands high. It weighs 2,950 pounds, which is bigger than a Shire horse. The horses are known for their energetic nature. They can be quite gentle, but they are also rather excitable. One can use them for agriculture, industrial, and forestry purposes that require strength. They are also considered magnificent horses, an interesting fact that gets them into parades and horse shows. While they are prevalent in some countries, they are still at risk of extinction in others. This is mostly due to their larger size, which makes them somewhat challenging to keep. Soviet Heavy Draft. As the name suggests, this horse was developed during the Soviet era in Russia. It was initially bred from the Belgian Brabant, trained for heavy labor and agricultural work. It was recognized as a breed in 1952. This is one of several breeds that were all developed simultaneously. The Soviet Heavy Draft is known to be massive with a free-moving gait. They can have a straight or complex profile. Their neck is relatively short, while their torso is broad and muscular. They have a decent lactation rate. Have you picked a favorite? Tell us about it, but don't worry if you haven't. We have more. Morgan horse breeding. No one knows for certain how this one came about, but it's generally agreed that it was the offspring of horses with Arabian, thoroughbred, and perhaps Welsh cob or Frisian bloodlines. It is a compact horse, standing only 14 hands, which is 56 inches tall. While Morgan enthusiasts have stated that the horse Comanche, the only survivor of the Custer Regiment after the Battle of Little Bighorn, was either a Morgan or a Mustang, records of the U.S. Army and other early sources do not support this. Most accounts state that the Comanche was either of Mustang lineage or a mix of American and Spanish blood. Generally, horses are considered noble. They form a bond with humans which carries on for ages as long as they are treated right. Belgian Draft. Blonde Belgian Draft that we see in the United States has its roots in Belgian Heavy Draft. The name has been shortened to the Belgian for common usage. It's taller than most horses, but also lighter. This means it can't carry as heavy a load as other draft horses on this list, though it is still considered a heavy horse. The Brabant, or Belgian Heavy Draft, is a massive horse, powerfully built and standing between 16.2 and 17 hands. Its head is comparatively small and refined, with an intelligent expression. The Belgian Draft that is seen in the United States is not as massive as the Brabant, but still retains the proportions of the Brabant. The body is compact with a short, wide back and powerful loins. These horses are massive, with a characteristic double muscling over the top line of the horse's hindquarters. The gaskins are heavily muscled and the legs are short and strong. The hooves are medium-sized for a draft horse with only limited feathering. They weigh around 2,000 pounds and stand at 16.5 hands high. With their heavy weight, these horses are capable of pulling substantial loads. 2 Belgian drafts were recorded to pull 17,000 pounds. Today, these horses are most commonly used in heavy farm work and forestry. However, they are still useful as riding horses. This is one of the few draft breeds that is not on the edge of extinction. They are generally shorter than most other draft breeds, but are still pretty massive horses. The most well-known Belgian draft was named Brooklyn Supreme. This horse stood 19.2 hands tall and weighed over 3,000 pounds. Which horse can defeat an elephant? Have you seen any of these in real life? Let us know in the comments section below. Like always, if you enjoyed it, be sure to give us a big thumbs up and leave us some love in the comment section. To keep up to date with all of our awesome videos, be sure to hit subscribe and turn your notifications on to never miss a thing. Until next time, do take care of yourself.